Ain't into breaking chicken, you can get about my business. This that real pimpin' east side, straight about the trenches. I'm that nigga you can't see, I specialize in breaking women. Gotta get it how I get it, you ain't with it, you can kick it. I'ma tell you what it is and what it ain't. I ain't finna take you on no date, lil' babe. You got two options, work a job or hit the blade. What you wanna do? Either way, I'm the one that's receiving all the pay. Money management services is what I orchestrate. Watch me boss your life up once you choose up with the play. I ain't interested in sex, I strictly want the severed heads. House cat's the only thing that's sleeping inside my bed. Ain't got the time for relations, baby, I'm a businessman. Trying to see how much I can make off selling tuna cans. So we gon' get along good if you into tricking men. Just don't go against the grain if you wanna see us win, right? Himron, little baby, so you better come correct. I ain't nothing like these niggas, gotta earn all my respect. Watch your lip with open ears, I might just break you off some bread. This a different type of motion when you choosing with the man. If you ain't into selling kidding, I can let you run the business. It's 1,000 ways that you run selling plates up out the kitchen. She my type, she like to listen, might just buy her braid extension. She don't test me, know the limits, so we never ever trip. I can put you in position, I'm a high value man. Pimpin' ain't dead, it just moved to OnlyFans. Only way I'll trust a bitch if she give me all her bands. That's how I know we locked in, yeah, we forever gon' win. Who you texting on that phone, it better be about some paper. I got trust issues, baby, so don't put me in no danger. I'ma kill you and them niggas if you ever try to play me. I need that money fast, so is you gon' be my hoe, baby, huh?
Let's see, man. Let's see, man. Oh, boy. Alright, chat. This is really like a test stream right now, bro. Like no bullshit. I was supposed to be live on Facebook. I know I'm live on Kick, and I know I'm live on the Tube. I know I'm live on Twitch as well. So let me just check something, then we gonna get to the show, man. At any point in time, this stream is probably going to crash, bro. Like there's a high chance that it may just crash. You know what I'm saying? Babe, man, welcome in, man. We on the road to 100K, okay. If you ain't hit that like button, subscribe button, and turned on all notifications, slap that dog shit about yourself. Because that's the first thing you should have did when you clicked on this live stream, man. So, I don't think I'm live on Facebook. That's what I'm trying to check right now. I don't think so. Anyways, man, I ain't gonna hold it up. We just gonna dive straight in. I could still record my videos because I got I got OBS open, and then I got Streamlabs open as well. OBS is the one that I'm streaming off of, and it's just got a loading symbol, like it's going like it ain't working properly. So at any point in time, the stream could crash, y'all. Just letting y'all know. If it does, I'll just switch to Streamlabs, and then we shouldn't have no problems then. But I'm testing out this new software that I got on Streamlabs, or on OBS, that allows me to multi-stream for the free ski. You know what I'm saying? So it seems to be working other than on Facebook. So yes, sir. Let's get to it, man. Let's get to it, man. Hopefully we have no problems. Also, I'm testing out a whole bunch of new stuff.
Cory Holcomb is making a
see, the thing is like I don't even know if my mic is even working on that motherfucker. So I'm just gonna have to keep my eyes on the I'm gonna have to keep my eyes and ears on this motherfucker. Sounds like we're good though. But I'm testing out some whole new stuff at the same time. So let's get to it though, man. Let's get to it. I'm sure we're gonna be all right. All right.
Cory Holcomb is making a really big mistake, but it appears he's too stupid to fall on the sword and stop now. But this mistake is going to end very badly for Cory. We'll get back to the video shortly, but I wanted to let you guys know this video is being sponsored on what I look at is temperature. But if you want to get paid by predicted weather on a daily basis, you can do so on Kalshi by clicking the link in my description and downloading the app and using code FLACO to get $10 on your first deposit. So Cory is attempting to run the same play that all bad faith actors on YouTube try to run when they get criticized. He's trying to silence your favorite YouTubers, right? The one who are making videos on him. And he believes that he will be successful even though all the bad faith actors before him.
They gonna run it and try to chop it and screw it the way they want, or chop it and screw it. But for my people, listen to me. All of these videos that are being put out there about me, that's gonna be my money.
Is that right?
You want to make me famous? Unfortunately, you're doing evil things and saying lies about me. That's okay. I say, God, this how you want me to get the bag?
On the latest episode of his podcast, Cory was hinting towards how he then came up and discovered this new way to shut up YouTube critics, to bankrupt us, take all of our money because we were criticizing him. Again, just like every other bad faith actors in the past, right? They want to shut up people who are speaking about them. So Cory was bragging about how he has discovered this new way to take all of our money and bankrupt us.
Dirt to try to get gig canceled. You YouTubers ain't
Is that right?
Y'all ain't got no power. I'm going to show you you ain't got no power. Even though I know you guys are incentivized by TMZ, and that's why they're going to have to give me a check for that. They have to give me a check for that.
You think so?
But you YouTubers who used your little power to try and bring drama to me, your check is mine.
You think so?
I just didn't know how to do it before. Now we got the game down packed. In a couple of weeks, you're going to see 5150 collect checks from these cake-ass YouTubers. I never chased it like that.
Right?
That's why I didn't know. I just thought, I'm going to do my show and give it to the game. But there's a way you can make it where when people use your name and likeness, you know what I'm saying? That's to be taxed, especially if they got sponsors. Oh, my God. I'm counting the money. I'm counting the money.
Cory is preparing himself to
How
be really...
the hell are you possibly going to get a chunk of people's sponsored money? That don't even make sense. It don't work like that, bro.
Embarrassed. Either he's getting some really terrible legal advice. I don't know who's giving you this legal advice, bro, but it's terrible.
He thinks he's finna content ID everybody, bro, and just get money off of it. It ain't gonna work like that.
Or you did your own Googles and came up with this terrible idea in your head. First off, man, there's not a way, right, for you to take away people's YouTube income from either that video, especially their sponsorship money from a third party, right? There's no way. Them speaking about you or critiquing you in a video is protected speech. They could speak about you all they want, and you can't take their money from them, all right? And definitely not no sponsorship or third party money. Absolutely not. Now,
he basically talk about content ID You know what I'm saying? He thinks he finna content ID his shit like a rap song, like a song. You know what I'm saying? Like whenever you react to music, that's the reason why I don't react to music. You know, is because it's copyrighted and it's content ID'd. And yes, they will make money off your video. It's a lot harder to do a long form podcast like that though. Like, but regardless, bro, this just goes to show that he sees and he watches everything that's being said about him, right? And he don't like that shit. He don't like that shit. This is his way of trying to silence people for criticizing him, bro. You know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna work. It's not gonna work.
Now, there's maneuvers that other bad faith actors have tried in the past regarding YouTube, but that's already been like patched. And I'm gonna show you guys exactly how to patch it. But Cory believes that if you use his name or his picture in your thumbnails, that he could take all the money from your YouTube video.
Okay.
I do this on Tuesdays. So during the week, y'all get to lie on me. Y'all get to do all that shit. But keep putting my name and whatever in your thumbnail because I need that money. I really do. Like, I didn't know
you do.
that you can do what I'm about to do to all you cake-ass but keep, the thumbnail is when you present it on YouTube. Am I right? Yeah. Yeah, keep doing it. I need you to get them likes up on your channel and everything because here I come. I'm not trying to discourage you at all. I want you to keep doing it because it's about to come to an end. And the only reason it's coming to an end is because the Backdoria army came at 5150. It's a whole army of them. They coming at us, man. And you know what I'm saying? It's time for me to show the game. You know what I'm saying? I got it under control. Everybody think that I'm up now. I ain't up. No. I ain't up by far. I've been putting in too much work, man. I ain't up. Last week, I ain't gonna lie. My mother called me. And my mother was like, what's going on? What is all this? Why is everybody talking about? I was like, Mama, I've been doing this a long time. I know what I'm doing. Just trust me. It's like laugh now, cry later. That's what's happening right now.
Why is everybody talking about him? Because he's a PDF file.
Yeah.
And he puts his hands on women.
Right. Peep the difference between how Cory Holcomb talks about TMZ and how he talks about YouTubers. He thinks we're weak or something. Like, Cory Holcomb thinks that we're like lambs and we're sitting ducks. He could come and violate.
Meanwhile, his only source of income is coming from YouTube right now. I ain't gonna say it's only. I don't know this nigga pockets. He been around for a long time, but you know they canceling his shows now. They canceling his shows now.
And
bro's a whole Epstein client, exactly. Exactly.
Take everything that we ever worked for unconstitutionally, and we're just gonna sit by and let it happen. And when Cory Holcomb's mom called him, I wonder if he told his mama the real reason why people have been making videos about him. Right. I wonder if he told his mama, hey, mama.
I wonder if his mama seen. You know what I'm saying?
You know, I was caught on video stepping to a woman.
Oh, he ain't gonna say none of that. You ain't gonna tell your mama none of that.
Closing a distance between us and then hitting her. Hey, mama, man, they've been making videos about me because, you know, on my podcast, I was making jokes about being attracted to children. Mom probably said, jokes? How's that a joke, Cory? He ain't telling the reason why people been talking about him. The only reason I'm making this video is because Cory Holcomb is attempting to prey on and victimize YouTubers because he don't like them criticizing him. Mm-hmm. He's trying to infringe on their First Amendment protected right. Mm-hmm. It's not going to happen, bro. I'm going to show every one of you guys exactly how to combat Cory and how if we all do our jobs, this is going to end very badly for Cory. I'm not afraid of Cory Holcomb at all. I'm not a sitting duck. I made $70,000 last month on YouTube. My last YouTube check was $70,000.
Is that right, good buddy?
By talking about people like Cory Holcomb on YouTube. Hey. I'm financially good, bro. All right, my bills don't surpass.
Hey, boy, I'm trying to see that type of check. You know what I'm saying? I'd be retired in 1 year. Let me run up $1 million. Let me run up a couple of mil. You know what I'm saying? Let me run up a couple mil.
About $7,000 a month. Like, that's my bills total. So I'm straight. I'm stacked up. I could go to legal war with Cory Holcomb any day. I'm like, Cory can't do a goddamn thing to me. But I'm making these videos to show you guys with, even though some of you guys may have limited resources, y'all can still fight back against Cory, and he won't win, and he won't beat you, okay? Because I know exactly what Cory Holcomb is planning to do, even though he's trying to keep it a secret. See, Cory is even roping his audience into this, telling his audience that they should send in names of YouTubers making videos about him. That's an admission that he's doing this to silence speech, which you can't do on YouTube.
And put forth what needed to be put forth to stop the nonsense. But I'm not gonna lie, this media giant has other ways of getting at me, and they getting at me. But I'm telling you, all you bloggers, you can stop it because you belong to me.
No.
In a week or two, you're gonna see all this stuff you did to make me famous. It's unfortunate because I was lied on, but that's going to be my money from my videos. I never did this before because I never had to. But I'm like, oh, y'all gonna lie? Okay, you think you could just say what you want to say with my name and likeness and nothing happens? You'll see. That's gonna be my video you made. So please keep it up. Don't let up this week, next week, or the week after that. I need this money. I'm trying to pay off this other property I just got.
We know you do.
So keep it coming, because I'm going to display the check on the show. Your little, and listen, all my 5150 people, I have created an email where,
My bad, y'all. I'm
wait a minute. First of all, I don't want to forget this about
doing other shit.
leading the law, because I said something else. But here's an email. Listen, the email is 5150submit@gmail.com.
He makes it perfectly clear, too, that he's only doing this because people have been talking about the jokes he's been making. And we all know what that means. He is upset and he's spiraling out of control because people have been taking a stance against Cory Holcomb telling jokes about being attracted to children.
One day I was living with this lady, and her daughters crawled in the bed, and I ain't have on shit.
Yeah.
I was up under the cover.
Wow.
And I was like,
PDF.
oh. And one of her daughters was
Michael,
like,
rest in peace.
her daughter was, she was in high school. I think she was 15. Still not legal. You just can't tell your true thoughts. Her daughter was going to be thick like her mama. I know that much.
The documentary.
Kid pussy, that's the best foot. I'm saying. Kid pussy, that's the best foot. I'm saying. When I was in Iceland.
What do you mean?
You don't have to be no 18. I think it was 13, maybe 14.
Yeah.
That's a grown. The vagina.
That's a
been on
grown
this
what?
planet 14 years. I've said this before on the show.
Yeah.
Also, do you know if a woman 16 years old gives you a baby, that is going to be
Marty Oaks. I don't know what the hell that follow was from, but appreciate it. Addison. Yo, I done linked all my shit to Streamlabs, bro. I told y'all I'm testing out all type of shit, bro. Appreciate this. That might be Kick or something. I don't know. Y'all follow the Twitch, Kick, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Look, Ashley Bays. What the hell is going on, coach?
16, 17, 18, 19. That is going to
Y'all
be
can't
one
see it on the stream, though, because it's like... Y'all can't see it on the stream, though, because I'm... The way it's set up, I ain't got the alerts on, but I got it on Streamlabs, but I ain't got it on the OBS, but it's weird right now. It's weird. I'm testing out some shit. What's going on, bruh? We're gonna have to mute that or something. Keep going.
of the healthiest babies
Appreciate the sub,
possible. This past weekend, I saw this little girl. She
Bro, what the fuck is going on, my nigga?
had a Welch's grape juice bottle in her mouth. And she was about 5. She had the whole bottle.
That might be Instagram.
as
I
far
ain't
as
no
it'll
telling.
go, just sucking on it. Walking with her mama. Somebody
What do you
said,
mean?
get that out her mouth. When they took it out her mouth, that baby said, you know when she stopped crying? When a man picked her up and put her in her lap and started bouncing with it. Then she stopped crying and was looking like this. I say, that's a little growing right there.
What do you
And
mean?
he wants that to stop. He
All right, we
wants
finna mute that,
you
y'all.
reacting and talking about that to stop. But unfortunately for Cory, it's not going to stop because there's nothing he could do about it. But he's speaking due to some bad advice. He's speaking as if he already has it figured out and the money has already came in and we're already done. Hear how he's speaking. And then I'm going to tell you guys exactly what he's planning and how to stop it.
All of these bloggers that you see lying about Cory Holcomb and the way he does things, because I've been doing these jokes for a long time, and I live a real good life doing these jokes.
Is
So
that
you can
right?
say whatever you want to say about me and the jokes I crack, okay? But if you see these bloggers and they have a significant following, I would say at least 500 or more. Really, I want more than that. Matter of fact, if they got over 1,000 people listening to them, I want you to send an email to that address. This is where we're collecting them, where I'm going to collect my money. I think we need to have a big 5150 party after they have to start sending checks to me. And I'm talking about, yo, I am so glad I did this research to find out about this stuff. But here's another thing about leading a law. Hey, you know what video I'm talking about, right? Listen, I want to say this again. I believe that Kevin Samuels, the late, great Kevin Samuels, was a great philosophizer.
You won't get a dime, not a penny, all right? Not 1 ounce of penny of my money. I promise you that, bruh. And I'm going to show everybody else how they can make sure you won't get a penny of their money either, okay? So let's break down exactly what Cory Holcomb is planning and how you could stop it if you are a small YouTuber. Because as you guys just heard it, he's targeting YouTubers who's doing 500 views. He's going after YouTubers with 500 views who he believes is weak and have no protection. But no, we see you. We identify with you, and we're standing next to you. You're not by yourself on this.
It's just a matter of time for YouTube get his ass and they take his shit down. You know what I'm saying?
Holcomb is not going to intimidate you. Cory Holcomb plans on putting a content ID claim on his content. So when you react to it, you will get this screen.
See, the content ID is like primarily used for music though. It's really not the same whenever it comes to, I'm not saying it can't be done, but it's a whole different process, you know?
Right here, where it tells you content used, Cory Holcomb, etc., etc. Now, it will be no restrictions. However, Cory Holcomb would take all the money from the video. Cory Holcomb's perspective is, well, if I just make it hard for them to monetize their content, then they would just stop talking about me and, you know, all the bad things I do won't go talked about. See, here's the thing. You have options. You talking about Cory Holcomb is fair use. Even though he has a content ID claim on the video, there's still steps you could take. Obviously, a lot of you guys already know about the dispute process, the first dispute. So you will obviously click on dispute to dispute the content ID claim. This first step, a lot of you guys are already familiar with, but it doesn't stop here.
Yeah, you can hear fair use on it.
You would appeal it on the basis of fair use. There's a second step here. So if you already know about the first step,
a lot of that be taking time though, bro. Like anytime I've ever done that and claimed fair use, it always took like a week, a month. Like that should be taking a while.
Just be patient because, you know, we still have to break it down for others who don't. So when you click on fair use exception, in the description box it gives you, you want to put my content falls under the Copyright Act's fair use exception. My content is educational, mixed with commentary.
Yeah. It's a reaction.
It's transformative in nature and does not infringe on the original party right to monetize their content.
Yeah.
That's a script you want to use.
Yeah.
Now, what's going to happen is the first step, don't be discouraged. The first step is going to get denied because it's sent to Cory, right? So they send it to Cory and say, hey, Cory, this content creator says this is fair use. Do you want to lift your content ID claim? Cory would then say no, because obviously Cory Holcomb is a POS. So he'll say, no, I don't. No, it's my money, cool. Right. So then they will refuse to lift it. However, the minute you file the appeal, the money goes into escrow. It doesn't go to Cory. So you have to do it as quickly as possible. Now, Cory Holcomb will say no. They will send it back to you. Now, this is where the second step comes in. They will send it back to you. And you would have an option to appeal what a Cory Holcomb decision was, and it will be sent to YouTube. Now, on the second appeal,
Well, see,
you do the
I'll
same
listen to you.
script. Appeal, fair use exception, and then what you want to also make sure is include a link of Cory Holcomb saying that he's doing this to silence you. Just link this video or link Cory Holcomb's own video where Cory Holcomb is saying he's doing this to stop people from talking about his jokes. In the second appeal, you put the same script I give you, and then you add, this is retaliation and an attack on my First Amendment protected right. What would happen now? It gets sent to YouTube on the second appeal. YouTube would then say, hey, Cory, this is a legal matter. You have 2 weeks to file a copyright lawsuit against this person, or else we would have to lift it. So now Cory would now have to take you to court. However, Cory is going to lose in court. You know why? Because Cory Holcomb already admitted this is...
Yeah, see, I'm not too familiar. I know whenever you get copyright strikes, because I done dealt with it before, people try to take my video down. They don't like the reaction. This, that, there, I get issued a strike, and then I appeal it. I'm not sure how, like, content ID, and then you claim it as fair use works. That's, like, a little bit different of a process, because that's like getting the copyright claim, the content ID off of your video, and that way, like, you can fully monetize it. When you receive a strike for your shit, that's somebody straight up copyright blocking it and strike. And it's not even a block, it's an actual like strike. They're issuing a strike against your channel saying that it's illegal. You know, so I've never really gone to that process. He says that after you make the dispute and for the fair use going that way for the content ID, that then Cory Holcomb will then say no, and then you'll get another appeal. In my scenario, like in my experience, that's never been how it's worked. It's always just been, I feel like YouTube automatically reviews that or some shit and finds it as fair use, and then, you know, it's uplifted at that point. If they can't, it's either they're gonna find it as fair use or not, and fair use is pretty much like, it's clear as day when it's fair use, like, you know. So I'm not too sure on that. I haven't really done with that. I don't really have those on my channel as far as like content IDs and stuff, because I stay far away from anything that's copyrighted. But I know whenever you get a strike, yes, this is true. This is very true. When you get a strike, if someone issues a strike on your channel for copyright, then you can appeal it, and in the appeal it'll say, or you can put that it's fair use, and you need to explain very good. Whenever you get a strike, you really need to explain really good on why it's fair use. Keep it short and brief, because they're only gonna give you like 1,000 characters, right? You know what I'm saying? I got a whole video on my channel on how to get rid of copyright strikes for fair use, like literally. I don't even know if it's public. I think I posted on the second channel, More TYP Cam. Y'all go check that out. It's old. It's old. Might need to make a new one. But yes, it's true that if that appeal gets granted by YouTube, right, they will then have I think it's two weeks or 10 days or something like that, to uh uh to take court action on you, to file a lawsuit, to take legal action, and they have to have proof of legal action that they are going to go into court about this. And 9.9 times out of 10, bro, you gonna beat it. The only way you can't claim fair use, bro, is if you literally take the fucking video and don't add anything to it and just upload it, bro. Straight up. Like, maybe you added a little background music. It's like very minimal work. You know what I'm saying? But if you got pauses, you talking all in the video and this, that, and the third, bro, you ain't got nothing to worry about. Claim it as fair use and explain really good as to why it's fair use, and can't nothing happen to you, bro. You could get that strike, you can get that strike removed, bro. You said your homegirl fucked Poetic Flacco? Why are you just coming in my chat saying that, bro? Like, what the hell? Hey, yo. So many old dudes obsessed with young women. I want a MILF. These dudes is crazy.
Right attack to silence you. Once this go to court, anti-slap laws would automatically dismiss Cory Holcomb's lawsuit, probably within like a month. Okay, you probably don't even need a legal to be honest, Cory Holcomb has messed up so bad by admitting that he's doing this to silence you that when this BS goes to court, the anti-slap laws will get this dismissed so freaking fast. But what happens
Slap
is,
that nigga in the
it's
face.
crucial that every one of you guys have to go to the second appeal process, even though the language YouTube is like gonna give you, like, are you sure it could be a strike if you do? You want to say yes, file the second appeal, because if Cory Holcomb does this to, let's say, I don't know, 100 YouTubers.
I think that is true. Whenever you dispute it with a content ID. Content ID is way different than them just issuing a strike. Because I think, like, I don't know. I don't really deal with too much. This is kind of like a new feature as well. YouTube just implemented this not that long ago. Probably a year or two ago, where they got this content ID dispute. You know?
And we all do this. Well,
YouTube is the only platform that got shit like this, bro. Like on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, whatever the hell any other platform it is, bro. Nigga, can't nobody just come and strike and copyright your shit like that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit is extremely hard, bro. You got to be tapped in and have some real money and motion behind yourself, bro. Like, you can't just do that nowhere else outside of YouTube. YouTube just has features like that, and it's really bogus.
I have to sue each and every one of us individually. Cory Holcomb money ain't that long. And then also, too, he don't even got a case. He's gonna lose.
Mm-hmm.
So even if he files 100, he's gonna lose 100. He's wasting his time and his money. But you can't be the YouTuber who says, oh, I'm scared of Cory. I'm going to just stop talking about Cory and so I don't have to deal with this. You can't be that YouTuber, bruh. I'm good. I don't need 100 people to appeal this or file this for me to be good. I can fight Cory how I fight Cory in court. I'm straight. I got the bread. But if you're a small YouTuber and you want to look out for other small YouTubers, you have to stand in solidarity. You have to file the second appeal. The second appeal is going to demand that Cory Holcomb file an official lawsuit against everybody he put a content ID claim on. And not just for for each individual claim. So if you drop 5 videos that month on like Cory Holcomb has to file 5 lawsuits against you. 5. Or else they're going to lift each individual one. So now we have a situation here. If everybody goes through with the second appeal, Cory Holcomb will literally have to file thousands of lawsuits to keep this up. Cory Holcomb ain't moving forward with no lawsuit.
No.
Don't be afraid. Say, man, I don't have money for a lawsuit. He's not going to sue you.
It's not even worth it, bro. It's not even worth it.
Cory will have to file thousands of lawsuits every month for this to work.
That's why he wants the That's why he wants the content ID it, bro. You know. That's why he wants the content ID it. I'm telling you right now, if you get content ID for Cory Holcomb, right? and you dispute it, YouTube is automatically going, after a week or a month, they're gonna automatically uplift that, bro, because it's gonna be found as fair use. It's not even gonna go that far, you know. It's not even gonna go that far, and I highly doubt this nigga's actually even gonna be able to pull off the content ID like that, bro. Like,
ultimately, what's gonna happen is Cory Holcomb.
if that's the case, like, Mr. Beast could be content ID in his videos. He doesn't do that shit. Like, it's not the same as music to content ID. Like, content ID does not work the same for videos as it does fucking music, bro. Like, it's way different.
Is gonna stop pursuing this and realize he can't attack free speech, and he's gonna fall flat on his face. Yeah. It's really that simple, bro. So I'm telling y'all right now, bro, this is Cory Holcomb's plan. And Cory is deciding to do this instead of just apologizing. Yo, do y'all know that Cory Holcomb on his podcast said that he's standing by those jokes? He's standing by the jokes he made, those nasty jokes I just played you?
After last week's show, man, so many people called me with offerings that are going to pay off. I am so proud that God always show me a sign, because people want me to yield and act like I did something. Homie, I'm standing on everything I did. Anything I did that I'm embarrassed of or I feel like I shouldn't have did, I would say it.
He's not embarrassed at nothing he did at all. Now,
Nope.
That was my interpretation of it. He's not embarrassed of nothing he did. That's my interpretation. But y'all let me know in the comment section, man, what y'all think about this, bro. Are y'all ready? Because Cory trying to go to war with YouTubers, bro. And we all got to be on code. We all got to be on code, bro. If I see y'all who's making videos about Cory and I look up, the claims start coming in and y'all stop making videos, I'm looking at y'all like sellouts, man. Because y'all got to be on code with this, man. This is going to be a precedent for other bad faith actors, right? Now, there are times where, like this is, like things like this is necessary, but it can't be because somebody is just talking about you. No, sir, that's not how that works, man. All right, the only time I've ever went after a YouTuber was when a YouTuber was on his channel lying about me being a registered sex offender. This YouTuber went ahead and found paperwork of somebody else, different name, different age, different everything, and lied and said that was my name. I came online, again, I didn't duck it like Cory. I came online, showed my ID, showed my name, showed my legal name, showed my age, showed everything, and proved that YouTuber to be a fucking liar. That's what
Is he talking about point and shoot?
I did. And then I went after him. But there was a defamation case, though. Cory, people playing your words back,
yeah,
and saying what you said was wrong.
Right. There's no defamation in that. Nope.
You cannot stop that.
Nope.
All right? It's free speech.
Yep.
Let me know in the comment section, what do you guys think about this?
Yeah, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think, man. So, content ID, bro. Average YouTube videos, like, you have to literally see, if Cory Holcomb wants to content ID this shit, he has to get exclusive rights to original material and apply for access, as it is generally used for large-scale copyright holders. Once approved, you provide reference files, your original video / audio, to the YouTube content management system, allowing automated scanning to monetize, track, or block matching videos. This is mainly for like music and I would say like movies and TV shows, bro. Like, he's not gonna be able to do it, bro. And if anything, it'll be shared revenue, bro. Cause YouTube has like a shared revenue feature now with content, with copyright owners, right? Like if you react to a song or even a TV show, like or whatever it is, some things is very like, some things is shared revenue on YouTube. Like they'll get money and you'll get money. You'll split it like 50-50 type shit. You know what I'm saying? So like if anything and it gets to that point, it's either going to be found as fair use and it's going to be shared revenue, or it's going to be found as fair use and Cory ain't going to be able to get no revenue. I'm telling you, it's not even going to get to the point. If he content IDs it, it's not even going to get to the point to where you're going to get that so-called second appeal. I'm not too sure on that because I've never had to go that far with it. It's always just been uplifted after the dispute for me claiming fair use. And I don't even put in too much detail. I just say this is a reaction. Literally, that's all I put in the description. Click fair use. This is a reaction, and then a week later, they uplift that, you know, in this back house supposed to be monetized, money going back into my pocket. You know what I'm saying? But at that point in time, once you do hit the dispute, it does go into escrow, and then it's like figuring out at that point. But yeah, man, Cory Holcomb down bad, bro. His shows is he missing shows. YouTube is probably his main source of income. You know, you might want to start doing three episodes a week, my guy, to pay them bills or whatever it is, cause your shows is getting canceled. And you over here trying to get money from people who's criticizing you to stop them from criticizing you, bro. That's some hoe ass shit, Cory Holcomb. C. Kelly, you're down bad. You know what I'm saying? You should be saving for retirement right now. You should have been had your retirement money. You know what I'm saying? You this big household celebrity name ass nigga, right? You know what I'm saying? You should have been had your retirement money. You wouldn't have to be on YouTube day to day and sit down with Anton Daniels and fuck around and put your hands on females and underage kids. You know what I'm saying? You wouldn't be in this situation you in right now if you just saved for your retirement your whole life, nigga. But you ain't want to do that. You at the point, nigga, you can start drawing Social Security damn near. I think like 62, 63 or something. You can start drawing your earliest benefits for Social Security. You only like 5 years away, my guy. You only like 5 years away. So retirement coming soon. You know, you may never get to retire with your old ass though. You may never get to retire. That's tragic. Make sure y'all follow me on Facebook, Kick, Instagram, YouTube, Twitch, Spotify, Apple Music, every single platform. I am on it, bro. TikTok. You know what I'm saying? Run it up. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this right here. We on the road to 100K. Okay, if you ain't hit that like button, subscribe button, and turn on all notifications, slap the dog shit up out yourself. Because that's the first thing you should have did when you clicked on this video. I'll get at you on the next one, and I'm gone. T.Y. Peter 9. Alright, chat. I was like really distracted that video cause like I said, I'm streaming on OBS. I got Streamlabs opened up. That's how I'm recording the videos. What happened? A new recording has been complete. Click for more info. Okay. I thought they didn't get this together. Let me make sure everything came out right. I think it did, cause chat holding up.
Even if he thought
On it, bro. There's a reaction, it did. Yeah, we good. We in there. Alright, we gonna get to the next one, y'all. We gonna get to the next one. We gonna get to the next one. They canceling his gigs. He's getting desperate and delusional. Yeah, that boy down bad, man. That boy is down bad.
Within the last
All right.
Within the last 1 to 2 weeks, Cory Holcomb has been accusing the lead attorney of a lot of fraudulent things. Number one, calling the lead attorney a liar, and then of course calling him lead in a Negro behind law. In other words, saying that lead attorney is living a gay lifestyle. But that doesn't have anything to do with Kevin Samuels, at least right now. But we'll get to that in a minute. Rewind! Cory Holcomb has always spoken, for the most part, positively about the influence of the late, great Kevin Samuels.
Have you seen these women speak on Kevin Samuels? Not to mention the other girl, Kendra G. That circus. But they're just making random phone calls to random people, and it's like, it's making us look bad.
And he's even went hard on people who've hated on Kevin Samuels.
I know they identify with a funky because they was talking about my brother when he passed.
Right, that's terrible.
That's how you know they know he talking about them.
And that's terrible. That was terrible.
So this was your brother.
They says Vivica Fox.
Oh, no, she didn't say
No,
that.
she did not.
This
Did she
funk
say
ass.
something? Oh my God.
Oh.
Say he got his karma. Your face is carved up because you hate yourself. He talk about bitches that hate theyself. Damn.
Now, also in the past, he said that Kevin was a little feminine, but for the most part, that did not stop him for the praise. And we can all say certain things about people, but the reality is Kevin Samuels has been dead and gone for almost going on 4 years. There is no real reason to talk about Kevin Samuels anymore. If you have a beef with Kevin Samuels right now, it doesn't make any sense because whatever he said is out there. He's not here to defend himself, and that is important. Kevin Samuels, regardless of who has an issue with him or not, is not here to defend himself. But today, I am.
Woo! Is that right, good
You
brother?
see, Cory Holcomb can't just handle one person in a beef. He has to conflate different people. If he's having a disagreement with Anton or me and the lead attorney, it just can't be that we disagree with what he's doing. We have to be called Backdoria and all other things. And in this case, Kevin Samuels gets dragged into a beef that has nothing to do with him. And so when he's going after the lead attorney, he mentions something that's important.
I believe that Kevin Samuels, the late, great Kevin Samuels, was a great philosophizer on the situation that's happening with a lot of the women in society. I believe that, hands down. I think he was really good at what he did.
Now, he says that Kevin Samuels was the great philosopher of his time, which is true indeed. But he continues.
But
It's always
you know
a
that
but.
but is coming.
Yeah, it's always
Especially
a but.
in this case, but.
What but means? I heard somebody say this. I can't tell you who, but I heard somebody say it somewhere, and it's some real ass shit. But means forget what I just said, right? And this is what I'm really finna tell you. This is what I really mean.
I always thought he had a feminine side that made me feel like, I can't prove this, made me feel like he preferred men.
He says that while he appreciates Kevin Samuels, he felt that Kevin Samuels liked men, or he preferred men, even though he can't prove it. Now, here's the problem that Cory Holcomb is going to have.
Why is this nigga on your mind?
Whether Kevin Samuels is gay or not does not matter.
Did he have a wife? Didn't he have a wife when he died? Let me see. Personal life and death. Samuels was married and divorced twice. He had one daughter in his first marriage. Was Kevin Samuel married when he died? He had 2 wives. I thought he was married when he died. I don't know.
Matter.
That don't mean niggas can't be fruity though, but
Whether the lead attorney is gay or not does not matter. The reality is that Kevin Samuels has nothing to do with your problems right now. The problem that you have with the lead attorney revolves around the proof of your attorney, Derek Dion, who, oh, by the way, is not even licensed in the state of California from what I can find.
is that right? Damn. Is that right?
Damn.
He's licensed in Texas, and your situation is in California.
Woo! That's tragic.
The
Hey,
beef
he's licensed though. I mean,
is largely about if you gave your attorney the permission to speak to him. Your attorney said he did, but you never really addressed that because you can't, and you would be lying if you did. So what you're trying to do
so Kevin Samuels wasn't married when he
is
died.
to assassinate the lead attorney's character. But what you want to do is assassinate Kevin Samuels' character along with your issue with the lead attorney to make it more than what it is. And really, it doesn't matter if you can prove this or not, because you already said that you can't prove that Kevin Samuels was gay. But you're going to try it anyway.
Okay, that was awkward right there. Now, I said that to show you a point. Tampon and lead in a ass law. It's another punk ass attorney that I'm gonna bring him up later on. But lead in ass law was very, very proud of his relationship with Kevin Samuels. He told me that he was a very close friend of Kevin Samuels. I'll just put it like that.
So there's supposed to be this clip where the lead attorney admits that him and Kevin Samuels were in a relationship. I'm not sure what this is going to prove,
what?
but I found it.
Kevin Samuels, man, he used to tell me all the time, he was like, get out from around me. That it will keep you down. YouTube is humongous.
I ain't gonna lie, this nigga, hey, lead attorney watched one of my videos, so I ain't trying to just come for it too hard, but anybody can get the smoke over here, nigga. I don't know y'all niggas. Peanut a little bit, you know what I'm saying? He do, you know, Peanut might give a little, little suspect vibes now.
I had a girlfriend at the time.
Oh, is that right? Yeah.
When I was dating a girl when me and Kevin started communicating on the phone.
Oh, that's the reason why y'all broke up, man?
This seems like the lead attorney's talking, makes a mistake, fumbles over some words. People do it all the time. When you do it on live stream, the problem is you can't take it back. I've done things like that, recording videos on live streams. The difference is when you make that mistake, when you're recording a episode like I'm doing, you can stop it or record it. But when you're live, you can't.
The thing about these niggas is, and this is very true though, it's true for anybody that go live, but more people got, some people got more things to hide than others. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't best that they go live, cause they fuck around and will expose themselves. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But nigga like me, bro, it's really me, bro. I ain't got nothing to hide, man.
Can anybody make that mistake and say something like that? Sure. Does that mean that Kevin Samuels and lead attorney had a gay relationship? Absolutely not. It's childish to believe that. But when you're Cory Holcomb, you use this as confirmation.
This is what I'm trying to tell you. This ain't for everybody. This for the real boys and girls. We know what it is, boy. This ain't for everybody. This for the real boys and girls. We know what it is. This is the word that should be spoken out there. Instead of them fake, I called that man lead in a ass law before I saw.
Woo! And so, because in his mind, which is a very feeble one, this proves that the lead attorney is indeed a homosexual. And so because this proves that the lead attorney is a homosexual, so is Kevin Samuels. So it would disprove everything that the lead attorney has said so far about Mr. Derek Dion, the attorney. So that means that
No.
the lead attorney is lying about everything since he's lying about his sexuality. Let me just say this. Assuming
Bro, Cory Holcomb is so down bad, bro. He has no comeback. He has like no valid comebacks at all. He's supposed to be a so-called comedian, bro. This nigga is dog shit. You know what I'm saying? Throw tomatoes at this nigga. You know what I'm saying? That's how bad he is.
that
Get
it
off
was
the
true.
stage,
The lead
nigga.
attorney and Kevin Samuels were in a relationship. Let's just hypothetically assume this is the case, which is not the case. Does that mean that the lead attorney, the claims he said about Derek Dion are false? Does it mean that his criticism of Cory Holcomb is unwarranted? Neither situation applies in the assessment that the lead attorney has produced. What you're trying to say, if a person is gay or bisexual or whatever it is, then they no longer have the ability to tell the truth or lie. You're heterosexual and you're lying right now. Woo! All of this is a cover up because Cory Holcomb can't get away from the fact that his lawyer let him down.
That he's a PDF lying woman beater. And these is all facts. They ain't even like that's a stretch. It ain't even like that's a stretch, bro.
The lawyer that he's probably not paying any money to, a guy who's a personal injury lawyer.
Oh no, he gotta be paying bro some money, bro. Unless he may not have no cases on his hands. So in that case, this is like promo for him. So that's the only way I wouldn't see him getting paid. Not getting paid. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, I feel like Cory Holcomb is shooting that nigga some money. If he actually got cases to tend to, business to tend to, you know, he would be busy. He wouldn't have the time to be on here clout chasing and speaking on other niggas' names for the free ski just because he Cory Holcomb. Yeah, in a way, I mean, it's gonna be promo regardless, you know, but I just don't see it. I don't see it. Lawyers don't work for free, bro.
I don't know if defamation, is involved in that, but I think a personal injury lawyer is.
And these niggas may not. I don't know their actual personal relationships between each other, but chances is they probably not day one homies or nothing like that. Like they probably not even from the same hometown, same state, none of that shit. I don't know though.
More or less a person that deals with accidents and things like that. I could be wrong, but it doesn't prove any case. And now you're bringing in a guy who has nothing to do with this. He is dead. He cannot defend his situation. So you're trying to throw Kevin Samuels underneath the bus and call him backdoor you. When the real reality is, Cory, if there's anybody that's going to be backdoor you, I'm going to say it, bruh, you. Mm-hmm. You're the only one every single day talking about somebody's booty cheeks. And I'm talking about male on male cheek.
Man, you can't trust a 57-year-old man who dyes his hair. Look at Kevin Samuels, man.
Single day.
You know what I'm saying? That man got great. That man got great. Cory Holcomb don't got a lick of gray in his shit. I got more gray than that nigga. And I'm 25.
Talking about somebody.
Look, that man ain't got his hair blacker than a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? He dying that shit, bro. I'm telling you.
These booty cheeks. And I'm talking about male on male cheeks. Nobody is more concerned about somebody's butt. What goes in somebody's butt.
Female.
What comes out of somebody's butt than Cory Holcomb, the comedian. Kevin Samuels has never talked about male sex or gay sex on his podcast that I can remember. Every single show, you're talking about somebody's booty, what somebody had done to their cheeks. And we ain't talking about a woman. We're talking about men. Who is gay? Who is doing this in the back door reveal? That's what you talk about. And those are actually, if you would ask somebody around social media, women or men or people who have experience being friends with both men and women, or at least
This man's swag is so bad, bro. Jesus.
in the LGBTQ community, people would most likely point to you as the person that is being suspicious for being DL, okay? Now, I don't believe that Cory Holcomb is gay at all. I don't believe that he's a PEDO, right?
Is that right?
I just believe he's a
Yeah, you already defend. We know that. You already defended him one too many times, O'Shea. You on the watch list too. You, Michael Jordan, Cory Holcomb. As of recently, y'all is on the watch list.
sad person that ain't got nothing better to do, right? That's what I believe. I do not believe he's gay. I also do not believe that Kevin Samuels is gay. And how can we know this?
The lead attorney said he was dating Kevin Samuels, SMH, and the majority of the guys that be dissing Cory Holcomb is suspect on that gay-ish. I'm just saying. However, for real though, is that right?
Because
Bro, I'm so tired, bro. I'm so distracted. I ain't even really pay attention. We gonna go back and at the end of this, it's almost over with, and see what the lead attorney was saying. That was kind of
when Kevin Samuels passed away, he literally passed away doing this. He passed away while clapping. Now, was he?
That is true. What he with a woman?
Somebody's back Doria clapping? No, he was with a woman, a very beautiful woman. And when he had his health emergency, unfortunately, that he did not survive.
Yeah, he might not have been married. I think he was with a woman though.
So he lived in Atlanta. He had plenty of opportunities to do all these other things, which he never did. Okay. There are so many people that hated Kevin Samuels in the Atlanta area. A lot of people hated Kevin Samuels, and they would have done anything to bring up the evidence that Kevin is living a life that he should. No one that's produced it, dead or alive, okay? And that goes to show that just because you feel a man is feminine, it don't mean that he's gay, especially a man who cannot defend themselves. Your issue in your lies ain't got nothing to do with Kevin Samuels. You didn't know Kevin Samuels, I'm pretty sure. You never talked to Kevin Samuels, I'm pretty sure. And so to insult that man and his legacy, what
he's saying that because Kevin Samuels is more of a man than Cory Holcomb is. You know what I'm saying? Kevin Samuels move with respect. You know, that's a college educated scholar right there. I don't know if he from Oklahoma. I know he went to like OU or OSU. I'm not sure which one it was. I know he went to college out here though.
He has done nothing wrong to you. It's plain low. Get over yourself. So God.
Look at the Cory Holcomb show and see what the lead attorney said he was dating Kevin. We're gonna go back to this clip right here.
So there's supposed to be this clip where the lead attorney admits that him and Kevin Samuels were in a relationship. I'm not sure what this is going to prove, but I found it.
Kevin Samuels, man, he used to tell me all the time, he was like, get out from around me.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like nothing in this clip right here even hinted at anything. He said get from around these niggas. Like what is this supposed to signify here? This is not the full context, I believe. Like
that it will keep you down. YouTube is humongous. I had a girlfriend at the time when I was dating Kevin.
Oh, I didn't catch that at first. Oh, I did not catch that. Oh, I didn't catch. Wait. I did not catch that at first.
I had a girlfriend at the time when I was dating Kevin. When I was dating a girl when
That's tragic.
me and Kevin started communicating on the phone.
All I heard earlier was dating a girl.
So
I was my brain was somewhere else. I ain't even catch that. That's tragic.
Me and Kevin started communicating girl with a girlfriend at the time when I was dating Kevin. When I was
I mean, to be fair, he was speaking about Kevin Samuels. You know, that was on the topic. And then, like, we all have slipped up and said, I ain't gonna say some gay shit, but we was talking about two different things, we all have slipped up in this type of way before. That's a tragic slip up though. You know, Kevin Samuels told me to stay from around these niggas. There was a time when I was dating Kevin, this girl, you know, and
I was dating a girl when me and Kevin started communicating on the phone.
So
where did the girl come from, nigga? We need the full context. Remember when Kevin had that glitch, the man in the bed? I didn't really watch a whole lot of Kevin Samuels. I just seen a couple clips here and there. It's her said he was gay. Yeah, fuck, I was gay. Hey man, yeah, that's very suspicious right there. I didn't even catch that at first, bro. I'm gonna have to pay attention more in the next video, man. Well, my mind been in whole other places lately. Anyways, man, y'all let me know what y'all think about this situation right here. Regardless, bro, Cory Holcomb is still down bad, bro. Like, even if this is the case, so basically he brought this up. You know, he surfaced this clip of him, lead attorney, saying this to call him Rainbow, you know, because he caught you up in a lie. Like, you have no other comebacks. Like, you just gotta resort to this, huh? That shows your character, you know. Does that look good for the lead attorney? Hell no. I wouldn't put it past him. Nigga might be watching this. Nigga commented on one of my videos. Hey, it's all fun and games, my boy. hey, y'all let me know what y'all think, man. We on the road to 100K. Okay, if you ain't hit this like button, subscribe button, and turned on all notifications, slap that dog shit about yourself, because that's the first thing you should have did when you clicked on this video. I'll get at you on the next one, and I'm gone. T.Y. P the name. Alright, chat. We're gonna get to, I think this gonna be the last Cory Holcomb video that we finna do next. Officer Tatum thought white women could do this. Not Officer Tatum. What that boy Stevie Knight been on, man? That nigga ain't been on no my Stevie Knight videos was going crazy. Stevie Knight ain't been out here bullshit no more.
as of recently,
Brandon Tatum ain't been in the news lately. All right, we're going to pay attention
as of
this
recently,
time.
Cory Holcomb has been going at different people who have been talking about, you know, his lack of fighting skills and how much of a scaredy cat he is. And one of those people is Joe Budden. Now, again, this is just talking trash and, you know, nobody is really going to do anything. And that's important to know, right? And that's why, you know, trying to be a tough guy on the internet or talking tough when you have a big platform doesn't really make a lot of sense. But in the case of Cory Holcomb or Joe Budden, both of them engage in this. And so Joe Budden made fun of Cory Holcomb because when he got into the scuffle with Christina Payne's boyfriend, Joe Budden said that, you know, that Cory wouldn't do that same thing if he saw him or
Hell
something to
no.
that effect. Now, the issue is Cory Holcomb eventually would respond to that by saying this.
Talk about, well, he made it clear if I saw him, I wouldn't be trying to fight. I'm glad you wouldn't try to fight, but I'm just saying.
Cake.
Homie, you said I can't fight, so it ain't no excuses, remember?
Now, there is a guy here by the name of Big Homie CC. I believe he's like a big time or a former bodyguard in the industry. Big dude. He's known for, I guess, throwing fades or beating people up and stuff like that. I've seen him around the podcast circuit. He was recently on a podcast with some other guys. He's also from Chicago, okay? And this is the challenge he issues out to Cory Holcomb.
Cory Holcomb, brand risk said they got 50,000 a piece for us to get in the ring right now, and you ducking. They said they've been calling you and you ducking them, ducking.
Yeah, because I mean, he does do a lot of tough talking with a lot.
And
of
he
these
fights girls.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Y'all saw the video?
Yeah.
Yes.
And then I look at the comments. I see some dudes talking about, oh yeah, he got mushed, or he's mushing girls. Like, bro, there's no excuse for that. Like putting your hands on, regardless. She didn't put her hands on you.
No.
Yeah, and
It's not like you were defending
And only
yourself.
one man came to her defense out there.
I saw that.
which the whole thing is, I don't get. You never put your hands on a woman. I don't care.
I don't give a what you do.
I don't care what happens.
Like, that's
You
crazy.
protect women and children. That's
Damn
it.
right.
Yeah, like if you're getting attacked, of course, like you're not gonna, you can defend yourself to get her off of you, but just like that wasn't the case.
It
Yeah,
wasn't
he
the
walked
case.
up to her and slapped her.
Yeah, he was the
Literally.
aggressor.
Literally.
Nah, I'm gonna
So-
need somebody to get in.
So
Good
Major
pause. Good
Major
pause.
Super
point.
pause.
Yeah, he's on point.
So here's the paradox, if you will, that's going on here. Number one, Cory Holcomb usually on the show, when anybody talks to, you ain't gonna do this in real life. You wouldn't run up on me. You wouldn't pull up on me. And eventually what happens with that sort of behavior, there's gonna be somebody that maybe isn't the same size as Joe Budden platform. Because, there are certain people that Cory Holcomb just probably will not respond to because of their size or their social media clout. And you have some other person that's like this guy, Big Homie CC. Now, I do think he does have some clout online. People do know about him. I see him trending on TikTok. So, I don't know how big of an influencer he is, but he does seem to have some people out there. He's saying, look, they want us to get into the ring, man. And the reason why I want to watch you is for the 50,000. But no,
I would want to see this. I ain't gonna lie. Ain't no disrespect, but this nigga don't look like he in shape, man. Yeah, they talk about a boxing match. You know what I'm saying?
because
I can see it now. Cory Holcomb just gonna be pulling a Mayweather versus what was that fight Mayweather was running around the ring, man? Was that Pacquiao or something, man? That nigga was running around the ring so he could stay undefeated. Oh god, I mean that was kind of that nigga's strategy though, I mean definitely for that fight for sure. But I could definitely see that happening. Just tire this big nigga out.
number one, you hit women. Come hit a man. And not only that, look at these past comments you've been saying about young girls. Now, this is problematic because Cory Holcomb on his shows has been painting everybody else as demonic and him as the righteous one, right? He's the righteous one that is being attacked.
Ain't nothing righteous about this old man. This
He's
grandpa.
the righteous one that is being wrong. He is the righteous one that is suffering all of these terrible experiences. That is what Cory Holcomb is leading everybody to believe.
He's 6'8", 300 pounds. He is a celebrity bodyguard. The nigga's 6'8", 300.
On the surface level, here we have
That nigga don't look. He's 6'8".
Big Homie CC that's flipping the script. He's saying that you need to get these hands put on you because number one, you hit women or you put your hands on women. Then you have all of these disgusting things that you said about young women or younger girls under age of 18, which I'm not going to go into detail, all the stuff they're talking about. But now this is what's happening here. People are trying to paint Cory almost in the same lane as a guy like EDP 445.
Hey man, he painted his own self that way, man. Ain't nobody paint nothing. He did it to himself, bro. The clips just resurfaced and caught him up. That's all it done. Ain't nobody painting this nigga no way. He did it to himself.
Now, EDP 445 was a YouTuber. He got caught, I believe, not just once, but twice, trying to meet up with underage ladies.
I think, man, this nigga been caught more than twice.
Now, the brand of comedy that Cory Holcomb uses, it allows for somebody to, let me just say this, in the past at least, whatever he's saying, give it a pass. Because, okay, it's raunchy, but it's Cory, so you don't know if that's true. It's just maybe a bad taste to say that, but that's kind of Cory Holcomb's play on words. So fine. But now, let's say, for example, the guy Big Homie CC, let's say if he really doesn't like Cory Holcomb, he never liked Cory Holcomb. Let's say he's not really so concerned about protecting women, or he's not really so concerned about any of that. He just don't like you. I'm not saying that he's not, but let's assume that. Now, hear what he can do. Well, look, bro, why you ducking his fade? You said you're a tough guy. You know what I'm saying? You said you'll pull up on Joe Budden, or, you know, what about me? I'm from Chicago. You know, you need to pay the price for what you did to these young girls. And I'm going to...
I don't know. This just a nigga that's like talking though. Like, it ain't like him and Cory really didn't bumped heads in the past before. I don't know. Maybe they did. I don't think so though. You know what I'm saying? Like, they bump heads. They're currently not really beefing. This is just a nigga like who heard, you know, seen what was going on with Cory Holcomb, put his input in and said, I want to box him. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of like all that is. It ain't even like, you know. But Cory Holcomb is out here saying, oh, he'll defend himself. You know how many people it would say that they would run the fade with Cory Holcomb behind this? I'd run the fade with this nigga, knock him in that big yam. Knock the shine off that yam. You know what I'm saying? I'll knock the shine off that yam. You know what I'm saying? But it ain't like Cory probably might not even know who this nigga is though. You know, so it's like, you know, Cory out here saying though, he ready to defend himself. He fear for his life now, because people trying to paint him as a PDF and this, that, and the third. What is that gonna prove though? If he go run that fade with him, what is that gonna prove? People still gonna look at him like a PDF. He's still gonna allegedly fear for his life out here.
Tell you what's going to happen on social media. More dudes who did not like Cory Holcomb, have never liked Cory Holcomb, are walking into an opportunity largely of a lifetime by saying, listen, Cory is not really built like that. Here's the opportunity to see if you really want to go head on and do that. And then what's going
and if that nigga 6'8", 300, bro, that's out that boy weight class. Cory ain't finna fight that shit.
What's going to happen is, let's say if that happens, the person's automatically going to gain a whole bunch of subscribers, a whole bunch of subs off of that narrative. And this is why it's just not good for influencers to ever go that route. You know, it's never good for influencers to ever talk about, you won't do this when I see you. There's somebody out there that want that smoke. Somebody out there want that smoke. And somebody out there want to paint you out like you're ducking the fate, like you're ducking them, like you scary. And again, this is the issue when you just don't leave things alone. Again, the whole situation with Cory Holcomb and Anton Daniels, that was problematic. It really destroyed the both of them. Right now, we will believe that Cory Holcomb and what he's going through is getting the worst of that deal. And it's because of the Anton Daniels situation, which altogether that really didn't break him at that particular time. But the fallout from that, talking about Anton Daniels' underage daughter and wife, that just goes to a lot of people, shows a lot of people, no character, right? No character, you're willing to do anything, especially with a minor. So that is incredibly bad. Then the tape for Christina Payne comes out, okay? You get painted in a worse light. Then the whole situation with Darlene, that makes it worse, all right? So now people start building the case against you in your behavior towards women, your behavior towards people that are not men. And, you know, hey, bruh, let's see if you're really about that, right? And ultimately, these things could easily be resolved if, number one, you have a publicist, all right? You have somebody in your corner that will tell you, listen, today is the 5150 show on Tuesday. The last thing that you need to do is to talk about this, because you're not gonna make it better. You're gonna make it worse. You're most likely on live stream going to say something that is going to incur damage to the brand, and you're going to incur damage onto your...
He his own boss. You can't tell him nothing. He ain't got no manager. He ain't moving like that. He ain't professional like that. You know what I'm saying? He ain't that big of a celebrity, bro. He ain't on no Dwayne The Rock Johnson type of level. No LeBron James. Hey, you're not gonna do that. You know, you don't need to speak on this. You don't need to do this. You don't need to do that. Nah, he his own man. You know, he his own man.
yourself. It is not fundamentally a good idea for you to talk about anything. If you feel like you're going to talk about anything, you should not even do the show. Because the more you talk and you agitate people, people are going to go out and look at what you've been saying in the past, whether you meant it.
That's what his lawyer should be telling him, for
whether
real.
it's a joke or not. They're going to cut it up. Then once they cut it up, they're going to try to at least play what you said or paint the picture to a narrative of something else. And then it's going to cause more friction. Then you get a guy like Big Homie CC who don't like you. He gonna get on here and say, you been ducking me. Why you been ducking me? You a buster. You scary. You talk all tough, but it's $100,000 for a celebrity boxing match. Again, he might not even know you personally or might not even want to do this and all this, but because your comments about young women and young girls and you put your hands on Christina Payne, come do it to me. I bet you won't do it to me. Then you have the same guy talking to Joe Budden telling him you won't do it to him. But Big Homie CC seems to be closer in size than him, Cory Holcomb, and Joe Budden. And again, you're going to get more call outs like this, that somebody ought to pull up on Cory. Somebody ought to do X, Y, and Z to Cory. And again, when you have mistakes like this, all of this can be resolved by doing what? Jumping out in front of it. Look, guys, I made a mistake. I'm gonna keep saying that. Shouldn't have said that. It was all my fault. I messed up. Okay, I was in the heat of the moment.
Nigga ain't doing none of that. He his own man. He ain't finna do all that. He got too much pride to do that. And this man is a grandpa. I wonder if he actually has grandchildren. They say he ain't got no real relationship with his kids though. So hey, it's probably a good thing. So telling what he did to them.
Lost my cool. I lost my composure. I shouldn't have lost my composure. And you know what? Even though I had some disagreements with her, it was wrong for me to do what I did. Y'all are right to hold me accountable. And it's bad to put your hands on women. Then what would happen is it would stop all of the people. It would take all of the ammunition from these people you call haters. They wouldn't have a leg to stand on, right? They just wouldn't. There'd be no leg to stand on at all. They would have no real defense, period. Okay? But then you don't do that. You do the opposite. You go 10 toes down against the people. You try to defend yourself against the people. You roast her. You don't take no accountability for your mistake. You make it inherently even worse. Then you get more problems for other podcasters. You get guys like this coming up there when really the stress that you set from the Backdooria crowd and, the so-called, demonic Backdooria crew could have all been stopped or diminished if you would have just said that. And then you could have went back onto the show. Of course, you're going to have some venues not want to deal with you, but the level of accountability would be like, you know what? All right. He didn't hit her. He pushed her in the face. That's still wrong, but he didn't hit her. He didn't beat on her. Maybe some people look at that and say it's a mistake, but you know what? He apologized. He apologized to her. He can make it right with her. And then what he can do is we could allow him to come back and bring him back into the graces, especially in the black comedy circuit, things like that. Even though it's wrong, it can happen. People can probably forgive that and move on with your life. You make it worse. This is one of the examples of being worse. Now guys want to fight you over the fact that they feel like you're a buster and then you're not responding to the guy. You ain't got to respond to the guy, but I'm just giving you an example. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy O'Shea Dude Jackson back at it again. Another episode of The Celebrity Drunk. Just for all you just heard.
Yeah, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Y'all think Cory gonna go run that fade with that boy? I don't think so. I don't even think for $100,000 a piece, Cory gonna run that fade, bro. The nigga don't want that fade for real. That nigga don't want that fade for real, man. Hey, y'all let me know what y'all think, though. We on the road to 100K, okay? If you ain't hit that like button, subscribe button, and turned on all notifications, slap that dog shit about yourself, because that's the first thing you should have did when you clicked on this video. I'll get at you on the next one, and I'm gone. T.Y. Peter name. Alright, chat, what we doing next? I see a little Nick Fuentes video. I don't know how many more we gonna do tonight though, bro, cause I'm tired. Y'all see I ain't all the way here right now. Guess we'll do this one though.
When I first heard about Nick Fuentes,
Hold on, let me get this title.
as of recently,
And we'll jump into it. It's about 12 o'clock. Oh, brother.
when I first heard about Nick Fuentes, When I first heard about Nick Fuentes in 2021 or 2022, it was actually because of the Fresh and Fit podcast. And I also saw him on Just Pearly Things. And he's at least, a white supremacist who his main talking points and ideologies, in my honest opinion, were towards the Jewish community. Every now and again, he would come after the blacks.
It's a shame. I really do believe, look, I think black people are not irredeemable. But there just needs to be brutal honesty. It's like, look.
Bro, I hate the way this nigga sounds, bro. Hate the way this nigga talks, man.
Black people are really struggling, and they're turning into...
Black people are really struggling. Like, bro, he got one of them radio voices, man. You know what I'm saying? That's the reason why he's able to have the type of audience he got, because he know how to talk like a motherfucker.
It seems like they don't
That's all
do
he know how
anything
to
right.
do.
They're obnoxious, they're rude, they're inconsiderate, aggressive, cruel. And, you know, look, nobody hates black people for being black. If there are people like that, I think that's exceedingly rare. And I don't consider myself one of them. The reason that people have negative attitudes about black people is because most people's interactions with black people are negative.
Of course, he would come after,
is that right?
You know, certain people with ideological differences, such as Brandon Tatum, Candace Owens,
I don't find that
Jason
to be
Whitlock.
true.
He would call them DEI hires for the right. And then fast forward to 2025, this guy...
I wouldn't even say they're DEIs. They're strategically, you know, placed there, you know. They're strategically placed there to what's the word I'm looking for? To sell out their own community, basically. That's what they do.
Was on the cover, literally, of New York Times. He went from being a person kicked off YouTube and banned, and to basically being huge, like larger than life, getting a lot of money on Rumble, getting deals with, like, in gold. I mean, he was an adversary of Charlie Kirk, but
in gold,
you know, I really got to saw this guy
kind of deal is that.
And people on the white right, especially the extreme right, alt-right, his crew, the Groypers, they were really feeling
the Groypers.
Right? And again, it's easy to unite when you don't like, let's say, the Jews. For the alt-right, you don't like the blacks. You have a problem with gays. You have a problem with Muslims. And again, this is kind of what the...
Nigga just got a problem with everything. Boy sound like he hate his life.
White racist or nationalist playbook, right? You want to be away from the whites.
Just angry.
You know, these are the things. But now Nick Fuentes is saying something a little different.
The halftime show was in Spanish and all the performers were brown people. The message was, this is what America looks like, a mosaic of Latin peoples. Clearly it was political. Clearly it was a middle finger to white people. Weird take. Are you even a white nationalist at this point?
I actually heard, I think O'Shea had made the video too, talking about the fan base in Mexico when it comes to football. I didn't know it was actually big like that, you know? I mean, if anything, it's a marketing. I thought it's a marketing campaign for, you know, to get a different crowd of people to reach outside of America, you know, to expand the NFL, to grow it, you know, to grow the audience, the fan base of it, amongst other cultures, if anything, you know. But I thought Bad Bunny was like Rainbow. Is he not Rainbow? I don't know nothing about him. I just thought what I knew about him, I thought he was Rainbow. But I seen a little couple clips from the halftime show. I didn't think it was no Rainbow stuff going on though. So I don't know. That was always what I thought about him though. I mean, the name is very suspect.
Honestly, I don't feel like one anymore. I feel like, you know, do I want America to be a white country? Yes. I'm pro-white, but
pro-white, huh?
The movement has just been captured by losers and idiots. And I don't really, I'm kind of just done pandering. I
just seen a statistic that came out. It said that minority births just surpassed white births in America. That's crazy.
These people.
And we know it's the Mexicans.
That's how I feel about it. You know, when I look at what the movement has become, like the kind of impulses that have captured it, it's just kind of depressing. And I've always been forward thinking, and I've always been heterodox, and I've always been progressive in a way. And increasingly, I don't feel like I fit in with that anymore.
So he's even saying that he doesn't want to race grift anymore. He doesn't fit in anymore. Too many idiots have taken over the movement. And I thought this was pretty interesting from a guy who has seen his popularity blow up like never before because of said white supremacists, because they have been supporting him on Rumble, giving him financial opportunities. I remember when
what it is he's realizing that they're being outnumbered, bro.
It was
literally
more feasible to be black in saying, hateful things about the African American community or Black American community. But guys like Charlie Kirk and Nick Fuentes made it more profitable for even whites or people from white nationalities to come out and say this. But fundamentally, he's having a problem with these same white supremacists, okay? And then he goes into deeper detail.
Somebody asked me last night, are you even a white nationalist? And I said, I don't feel like one, not because I'm not pro-white, but because it's such a defeatist, low-energy group now. It's defeatist. It's sad. And we just need something that's a little stronger, something that's a little more confident. And I don't mean it needs to be like white supremacist, like more hateful or angry, but I mean it needs to be a little more confident, a little more self-assured. It needs to be ambitious. Like, hey, we own the future.
Now he's saying something that I guess many of us could have expected, that many of the white supremacists are not ambitious. And it's not forward thinking, it's not progressive enough. It's not a whole lot of skill in it. It has to be something more than hating or disliking.
You know what it is, bro? The average white American no longer gives a fuck about that white supremacy shit no more, bro. They don't give a fuck that much no more, bro. That's what it really is. And they know that it's not a whole lot that they could do, and they control. The power is not in the people. There's some people who are delusional, like the MAGA supporters, this and the third, but even they know that they have no power. The power is not in the people. The average day-to-day white American does not give a fuck about white supremacy and all this bullshit. They don't.
The Jewish community. It has to be something more than disliking blacks. It has to be something more than disliking gays. And so I wanted to talk about this framework because here lies a lot of the real root for working with people and coming together. All right. I've seen a lot of people, especially on the left, the black left, that have come together with, immigrants because they simply hate Trump. He's the enemy, and they hate the right. And that's a reason to support, let's say, Somali migrants. It's a reason to support so many things. And one of the harsh things that we can do as human beings is come together because, number one, we have a common enemy. It's almost never good to come together with somebody because you have a common enemy. You can only come together with people that have a common goal. And this is the problem with online communities. And it's all communities suffer from this. I'm in the Pan-African community, the pro-Black community, and that's largely progressive online because the majority of us in the communities, let's say, especially when it comes to, the pro-Blacks and the Pan-Africans, we all want the greater development for Black people. We all want the sovereignty of the Black world in Africa. But how we're going to get there is the problem. Within that, you have Hebrew Israelites. Within that, you have Black Christians. Within that, you have the Nation of Islam. Within that, you have Nation of Gods and Earths, 5% nation. Within that, you have Hoteps, atheists, okay? And people go back and forth about the differences. And the one thing that can pretty much unite all of those groups is that it's white supremacy, racism, and the white man got his foot on our neck. But after you get past that, you got all kind of beefs, whether it's hashtag FBA versus, believe it or not, ADOS, which is really the same community, Pan-Africans versus hashtag FBA. And then when these groups come together, and I'm not saying that these groups dislike each other because of that, but I'm just giving an example. You don't get any development. And what I have learned is I have to look at what you do agree on, what you are okay with, and is that strong enough, even if I disagree, for me to want to collaborate and work with you, okay? Because even the white supremacists are finding it hard now. They're disliking each other because you know what, you guys are not as ambitious. And I'm going to tell you what's happening with Nick Fuentes. He's a young man. He's trying to figure out everything.
Nigga, shut the fuck up. When old boy mustache dude got smacked by the Jewish guy, you wouldn't stand on business. Y'all wouldn't go jump that nigga. Nothing. Y'all wanted to get the fuck up out of there. Nick Fuentes, Sneeko, mustache dude, and it was a couple other people out there with y'all, bro. Y'all not standing on this shit in real life. When it come down to it for real, nigga, ain't nothing y'all finna do to nobody. So just cut the act, bro. Cut the act. You know what I'm saying? You niggas is frauds. You niggas is phony. You have no power. You have no control. You have no motion other than your $20 super chats.
He's figuring out a bigger world. And while he might have his own personal views about blacks or the Jews, what he understands is that people within that crew, they're basically tripping over things that are not conducive. And so as white people, you're not going to be able to develop if you're just hung up on things that don't make sense. And he's looking for something more progressive, more ambitious, which is, keeping up with the rest of the world, investing in communities, building safe networks. And you can't do that if you're hateful and you're not doing anything. So a lot of these guys that are white supremacists online are going around just saying hateful things to people for no reason. Some of these guys don't have jobs. Some of these guys have been to prison. Some of these guys don't even have a place to eat. And if you're a guy like Nick Fuentes and you're trying to take it to the next level, you can't be around those guys and go to the next level. And what even makes it worse is this.
Candace is basically Louis Farrakhan.
No, Louis Farrakhan is actually based. That's the difference. Louis Farrakhan is actually based. He goes up and he goes, I'm not anti-Jew, I'm anti-termite. He says, I'm not anti-Semite, I'm anti-termite. I don't hate Jews. I hate rats. Like, whoa, that's crazy.
Call me an anti-Semite. Stop it. I'm anti-termite.
The last person that I ever thought Nick Fuentes would be quoting is the Honorable Louis Farrakhan. I never thought that would happen. I never believed that would happen. But damn it, you live and you learn every day. Here you have this guy saying that Louis Farrakhan is based. Now, it could be because he doesn't like Candace Owens, but Louis Farrakhan, which is the exact opposite of Nick Fuentes. Like, if you want to say that Nick Fuentes is a white supremacist, I guess somebody could equally say that Louis Farrakhan feels the same way about blacks. And I wouldn't call Louis Farrakhan necessarily a black supremacist, but I would say that somebody in the Nation of Islam and a white supremacist are not gonna agree on a whole lot of things.
See, the whites, the supremacist term, bro, is very strong. It's very strong. That means you think you're supreme and superior above all other people of races, bro. You know, it's very strong. I wouldn't say Louis Farrakhan would classify himself as a black supremacist. He's probably pro-black, but not a black supremacist. That means you're willing to do anything to put other races of people down for the own benefit of your own people. That's what white supremacists did as slave masters.
Except for the fact that we should stay away from each.
See, you can't even really call Nick Fuentes a white supremacist, bro. You know, he thinks he is, you know, and a lot of people label him as that. I might even label him as one too. But in all reality, this nigga's not gonna do shit to nobody, bro. At the end of the day, these people care about their own pockets and what's gonna benefit them. If it wasn't no money in this shit, I'm telling you, they'd be doing something else. It's just that simple.
That's the only thing. And it just goes to show you that having hatred for other groups or other people, it only brings in people who are unaccountable. They don't build anything. They don't bring anything. They're not going to develop anything. And again, you can continue doing that all that you want. I mean, I'll tell anybody this. Anybody who wants to do that is your business. But just like the situation with these guys out there, you know, in Missouri, in Arkansas, building these homes away from blacks. If that's the only thing they got in common, they're going to have problems. They're going to face infidelity out there in their community. They're going to face people beefing. They're going to face all of that if they don't have any kind of common goal.
He talk about R-Wall or some shit.
Of, you know, bringing in investment, treating each other fairly. None of that stuff is going to matter at all. Again, they're going to face the same exact thing. And you just can't.
Speaking of, bro, Arkansas, did y'all know Walmart was started in Arkansas, my nigga? The first Walmart is like, I'm talking about ever, was started in Arkansas, bro. And that's just like in probably like 2.5 hours, if that, from you.
Can't unite with somebody based on hate. These guys don't get along. I mean, white supremacists don't get. And if you just sit back and shout out to Brother Tariq, because he said the same thing. If you just sit back and watch them, they'll just eat themselves. They will literally defeat themselves. They do it all the time, man.
Animals.
And engaging them is just not worth it. That's why I don't waste my time debating them, because white supremacists, for the most part, don't have a true goal that would build communities that make sense. They just don't. You know, anybody who goes around, I'm not trying to say they're going around, all of them go around spewing hatred, but if you're not developing, it shows. And the one thing that every group hates to be a part of are a group of people that they think that folks are idiots, right? It's just what it is. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy O'Shea Duke Jackson.
Yeah, man, y'all let me know what y'all think, man. We on the road to 100K, okay? If you ain't hit that like button, subscribe button, and turned on all notifications, slap the dog shit about yourself, because that's the first thing you should have did when you clicked on this video. I'll get at you on the next one, and I'm gone. TYP the name. Alright, chat. That's gonna be the last video. I am fucking tired, bro. I would have been on live earlier, but I was tweaking with my computer and shit. Trying to get this OBS shit set up so I can stream on more platforms at the same time. 2 of the platforms, I went live on the main 3 that I was trying to go on. Couldn't get TikTok, couldn't get Rumble though. And Facebook didn't work on this on this other OBS, so I ended up going live on this one. I'm finna end the stream. I hope it actually ends though, cause like I said earlier, my shit is just sitting here loading and spinning. Like let me show y'all what it's doing. Y'all see it's just loading and spinning like it's fucked up. So I'm gonna have to force quit this and see if it actually even ends the stream or what. I don't know what's gonna happen. finna end the Facebook now though. But yeah, this gonna be the last stream of the week, bro. I'm gonna have to get at y'all next week, next Thursday, next Friday. So y'all be on the lookout. Make sure y'all got notifications turned on. Videos is gonna be dropping. Clips is gonna be dropping. Make sure you follow the Twitch, the Facebook, the Instagram, the YouTube, the Spotify, Apple Music. 1,000 Ways to Pimp is out now. Stream it while you sleep. I know some of y'all finna get ready to go to sleep while I go to sleep. Go ahead, stream my music while you sleep. Go ahead, do it, man. Ain't nothing wrong with doing it. You know what I'm saying? You know you can do it. Y'all, it takes a couple clicks. Type in my name, TYP Cam. Add it to your playlist and stream it while you sleep. Simple. We gotta grow the brand, man. We gotta grow the brand. Make sure y'all share the stream, the videos, all that, man. All that good stuff, man. But let's see if we can get this stream to end, man. Let's see. Let me see.